Along with hair loss, many of us who suffer from hair loss also struggle with other physical challenges, whether it be illness that keeps us down or joint issues, all of the above. And one of the biggest struggles with a lot of you, my followers, and me included, are issues with styling our wigs because we just don't feel well enough to do it. Our fingers hurt, our joints hurt, and that is one reason a lot of us rely on synthetic wigs, because they are pre-styled. But for those of us who want to wear human hair or who want to learn how to style our heat-friendly synthetic wigs, having an option to curl would be really nice. And I get to show you guys these automatic curling irons from Tymo. One of the great privileges of my life is to be able to work with companies and try new products. I've worked really hard to grow my trust with you guys and my following over the years. So every now and then I get to try something and see if it works. And Tymo has graciously allowed me to try these curling irons. So today I'm going to show you how they work, tell you my thoughts on them because I've already been using it on a few other wigs, and whether or not I think it's worth your money to get these. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm so glad that you're here today. If you're brand new to my channel, I suffer from hair loss, and the vast majority of the content I put out is wig related. I am a full-time wig wearer and I have tons and tons of wig reviews and tips and tricks videos. But every now and then I get the honor to test out different products, and I only choose products to test that I think will benefit my community based on what you guys have shared with me that you want to know about. And styling your wigs is something that most of us struggle with, especially for new to wig wearing. And so whenever I have a chance to try different styling products, I like to do that because I want you guys to have as many options as possible, because not everything is going to be for everyone. And when Tymo reached out to me, these curling irons were already on my radar. And so I was really excited to have the opportunity to try them out. I have shared some automatic curling irons in the past. These are certainly not the only ones on the market, but they are the only ones built like this that I have tried, where you feed the hair through, you press and then it turns. I do not think it could be easier. And if you struggle at all, whether you have arthritis in your fingers, hands, wrists, shoulders, or you just have joint and muscle issues, maybe you have fibromyalgia, maybe you have other health conditions, or maybe you just can't seem to get your style on when you try to style a wig, this could be a really good solution. I have been using it already, and I've tried it on a couple of different wigs, so I know that it's going to help some people. In this video, I am going to show you this on a human hair wig. This one is, oh goodness, I think it's Leah from Uniwigs. I will double check that and I will put it in the description box. I am pretty sure this wig has been discontinued. Just give you my honest opinion, the pros and the cons. And then you can make your own decision about whether or not this is something that will help you on your wig journey or not. So the two curling irons I have are the Tymo CurlPro Plus and the Tymo CurlPro Go. I will make sure the exact name is in the description box below in case I messed that up, and links to these. You can buy these at the Tymo website. You can also buy them on Amazon. And the real difference between them is this one is cordless. So I actually have it plugged in right now because I was charging it up, but this is fully portable and fully cordless, whereas this one is corded. So if you are someone who travels a lot, or maybe you go to the gym and you need to do your hair, or you have another house somewhere, and so you want something that you can take with you, this one might be the option for you. And we'll talk a little bit about any other differences in this video as well. So let's get started with how you use this curling iron and why there's such a benefit. For the vast majority of this video, I will be actually styling the wigs on a mannequin head, because that is one of the great benefits of wigs, is you do not have to style them on your head. But we are going to start with this one on my head, and let me just walk you through what you do with this particular one. This is the CurlPro Plus Premium, I believe. And what we have here is we have an on-off button right there. This button is what causes the barrel to rotate. this right here changes the direction of the rotation. So if you want the curl to rotate away from your face, then you're going to want to turn this so that it's going this direction. Likewise, if on the other side of your head you want it to go the other direction. And so this is going to change the direction of the barrel. And what makes this so easy and how you will know where to place this is you always put the Tymo facing you. So I'm going to hold it facing me. So I want to make sure this switch is flipped. So when it's facing me, it's going to rotate the hair away from my face. Trust me, it's way easier than it sounds. It's really not that confusing. And then what you do is you just section out the piece of hair that you'd like to curl, and you just take as much hair as you want. The thicker the section, the bigger the curl. And all you do is you basically hold it in at the root. This could not be more simple. I've got the section, I'm holding it in at the root, and then I just press the button. And then it's going to automatically rotate. You can see it's rotating away from my face the way I want that curl to go. And I'm just going to hold it here. And once it's done rotating, then the curl is done. And it's going to beep at me. And then I just pull it out. And there we go. We've got a curl. Truly, if you were doing this on a mannequin head, you would hardly have to move at all. It is so incredibly simple. So a couple of things that I didn't mention in the beginning that I do want to address right now. You can use anything that you would like to put your wig on. I often use, you can see it over my shoulder here, I use a tripod and a canvas block head a lot of the times for styling my wigs. This isn't always ideal for me when I'm filming. I don't have a great setup for that. And since I have no need to really pull on this hair at all, I can just use this plastic mannequin head. It's going to be just fine for just curling. If I were trying to braid or do some things where I was pulling on the hair a little bit, I would want something more secure. And they do sell clamp mannequin head tips where you can stick a canvas block head on that. I will link some products in the description box that could help you. There's a variety of things you can use. I'll link everything that I own because I use different things for different purposes. But basically, just sitting here and curling couldn't be easier for those of us who struggle physically. So once again, I'm gonna take a section of hair. I didn't grab any clips to clip the hair out of the way. I just wanted it to be as simple as possible in this video, but you can grab little alligator clips and you can clip the whole top section of hair up to curl the underside section first. That might be a little easier to do. The other thing I don't think I mentioned was there are heat settings. There's 3 different heat settings, and you just press the power button to change the heat setting. And it does have instructions for what you might want to set it at depending on the type of hair, if it's coarse hair or fine hair. And so you can go ahead and look at those instructions. It also gives you time, so how long to hold it depending on the type of hair. So once again, I've got my section. I'm just going to slip it right into the very top slot. I'm going to hold it up toward the root and I'm going to press the button. Now I kept this one spinning forward because I want to show you how the curl is different if you curl away from the face versus toward the face. And I've been letting it just go until it stops spinning, and then it usually beeps pretty quickly after that, letting me know that it's done. But you can stop the spinning early if you feel that you need to hold it for less time, depending on your hair. And this is what we've got here. So we've got this curl is going toward, this curl is going away. So you can control how uniform the curls are or how maybe a little bit messier or more chaotic they are by alternating directions or keeping all the curls going in the same direction. That is your call. Now you can see these curls are really bouncy, but if you wanted your curls to be a little more elongated and not so bouncy, then what you could do is you could stretch the curl out immediately after you remove it, and that will help to elongate it. So let me demonstrate. So I'm going to put it in, I'm going to curl it. So then once it beeps, I'm going to pull it, but now I'm going to kind of stretch out that curl a little bit while it's still hot. And look at that. Now this curl is a little bit more elongated compared to this curl where I didn't do that. So that is one way you can control the curl. All right, let me show you briefly the CurlPro Go. So this is the cordless version of what I was just using. Perfect for travel. You do have some size options of the barrels as well. So the one I've been using up until now is a 1-inch barrel, and that's going to give you a bit of a tighter curl. So we've got a little bit of a tighter curl here. This one is, I'll look it up, so double check in the description box. I think this is the 1.5 inch. It might be 1.25. It is bigger, so the barrel inside is a little bit bigger. And that's going to give you more of a loose curl or a wave. And so while I can kind of show you these side by side and how they work, the curls will not be the same because they're not the same size barrel. So let me just grab some here. I operate it exactly the same as I operate the other one. I stick it in and then I press the button, and I'm going to let this go. Now, a benefit of this one is it does have a lock button, and it basically disconnects the battery from the curling iron, which should allow you to travel with this on an airplane, on some airplanes. I believe there are some that still won't allow, but I think they're more international. But can you see the difference? That's just a bigger curl than that. So this is a little tighter, this is a little looser. So depending on what kind of curl you want, I think it's a good idea to have multiple size barrels. If you want more curl, a more curly curl, then the smaller the barrel, the more curly the curl. And the bigger the barrel, the more loose the curl. So I'll do one more with this one. And so oftentimes I will use the bigger barrel if I just want a wave. If you want your curl to last as long as possible, maybe even 5, 6, 7 wears, I would start out with a tighter curl because over time that's going to relax and then you'll wind up with a wave. So you'll get it to last longer. So those curls are just a little looser than the 1-inch barrel. We had to relocate. Everybody in my family came home, but here is the finished product. All right, I'm going to throw her on and give you my final thoughts. I'm just running a little of this anti-frizz serum from Garnier Fructis on it. It's just like a little oil serum, oil-based serum. I don't know if it has oil in it or not, but just to add some moisture back in to keep it so that it doesn't frizz up. You know, human hair does not get the oil from our scalp, so we definitely want to run some leave-in conditioner in, maybe some oils, just to kind of keep the hair healthy. Look at how gorgeous. Now, of course, these are more of a curl because that was a smaller barreled curling iron. If you don't want this much curl, then use a bigger barrel curling iron. All right, my final thoughts. Number 1, if you are avoiding styling your wigs because a regular curling iron is just too hard for you to use, this one could be what you have been looking for because it is so easy to use. Once you learn the basics, and truly it's just keep the Tymo face towards you, know which direction you want the curl to go. It's a piece of cake, and you don't have to try to remember it every single time. If, on the other hand, you are able to curl with a regular curling iron and you are able to impact how the curl looks by how you hold the curling iron, by how you put the hair into the curling iron, this one is going to limit you some because you're not having a lot of choice. Besides the barrel size and, you know, stretching out the curl a little bit when it comes out while it's still warm, I don't think you have a ton of control over the curl itself using something like this. I actually curled this wig 3 days ago. It's a hat wig, and the curl still looks amazing. I've worn it with a hat. It looks amazing. So as far as longevity goes, I cannot speak to will these curls last. You can see it does curl great, but whether or not they will last depends on a lot more than just the curling iron. The type of hair. Not all wigs are made with the same type of hair. Some hair curls easier than other hair. Some hair holds curl better than other hair. So the type of hair that you're curling is going to impact that. the condition of the hair is going to impact that. If you use product on the hair, a heat protectant or something like that, it's going to impact that. So it's not just the curling iron, but I have not had this long enough, and I don't wear any one of my wigs enough to be able to tell you right now if this is going to last a long time, but I can tell you that it curls great. Number 3, I know that there is a concern about hair getting stuck in something like this. And I've even heard, I've seen posted in some places, stories of it happening. I don't have any experience with that. I can tell you that I have curled 2 full wigs with this, and I haven't had a single strand get stuck in any way. It does say it has anti-tangling technology. I think maybe the early versions of these type of curling irons, maybe it was more of a risk with those, but I don't even see how it could happen based on using this a couple of times and, you know, really trying to understand it so I could tell you guys, I don't see even how that could happen, but it hasn't. So if that's a worry of yours, maybe this isn't for you. It's not going to be for everybody, but if you haven't styled your wigs or you've been wanting to get human hair, and you haven't because you didn't know how you were going to curl it, if you can hold something in your hand at chest level, you can use this. So I think it's really easy to use. Let me address heat-friendly synthetic. I think in the beginning of this video, I mentioned I would try this on heat-friendly as well. I did. It did nothing. I don't think this is the solution for heat-friendly synthetic fibers. They are exceedingly challenging to curl, in my opinion. So much so that I have just sort of avoided it, and I have not mastered it. So I actually would not recommend these for heat-friendly synthetics. There is just really no way to hold that curl in place until it cools, which is what you have to do with heat-friendly in order to keep it in place. Because as you pull this out, the curl's coming out of it, and I tried it multiple times on a long heat-friendly synthetic. There wasn't a single time that there was any curl in it that I could even boost it up. It just came out perfectly straight. So this is not the solution for heat-friendly synthetic. It is on my to-do list to try to figure that out, and maybe 2026 is my year. So keep watching because I might have some tips for you in the future, but this isn't it. But if you wear human hair wigs, or you're thinking of wearing human hair wigs, or you have human hair on your head that you can curl, I love this. I think it's worth it. If you like to just easy curl, just throw some curl in, have it be as easy as possible. It's really no fuss, no muss. I'll put some details in the description box below and a couple of links where you can get these. And as far as whether to get the regular one or the Go, I haven't used this enough to be able to tell you how long the battery's going to last. I really don't know. So I do like the idea of having something portable like this, so I will absolutely be playing around with that. But for now, I think they both work fine. So your decision is, what size barrel do I want? The smaller the barrel, the tighter the curl. And I would say the 1-inch barrel on a longer piece like this does give you a really, really curly curl. The shorter the hair, the smaller you want the barrel to be. So you don't necessarily want a bigger barrel on shorter hair, maybe chin length or above, because there's not enough hair to wrap around the barrel. But I do have a couple of bob length human hair wigs that I'll be testing this out on. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll bring you some more information on that. Thanks for watching, you guys. I love having the opportunity to share stuff like this. So the more you watch my videos and engage with my videos and like them and comment on them, the more not only does the algorithm like me and maybe show my videos to people who are searching, but the more you encourage me to keep going. So thank you so much. See you guys soon.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.